our story again. When they were whispering among themselves of going O and R over what's that for? O and R over one thing or another? They asked questions. From how the restoration process went to the history of the place, I answered them all more than happy to talk about the art piece and architecture mostly. However, I'm careful not to mention anything about an urban legend. Not a good material for sales talk if the entire population of Luxburn knows about it.
Some of the furnishings here are actually the 17th century originals, all of which have undergone a painstaking restoration process just to return its original beauty.
Even the glass thing, colorful ones. Oh, I don't know, but you get the idea, I hope.
Especially that one, ma'am. It is said to be a gift commissioned by the fiancé of Lady Charlotte Ermengarde. The mansion's current owners have specifically requested that the restoration crew take great care in handling it. It's a priceless work of art and the most distinctive feature of the mansion.
By the time I start talking, her attention is already elsewhere.
Isn't this place wonderful, darling? I told you it's not a total waste of your time.
I don't know. Isn't it a bit too small? We might have to break a wall down to have more room.
Well, I think it is just right. Don't you think so, Marianne?
It is splendid, ma'am. But isn't it a little too early to make plans when no deal has been signed yet?
Never mind that. It isn't going to be a problem. We've got a wonderful legal team to handle everything. Start taking notes, though. I think I've got a few things I want changed before we move in.
Move in? The rest of their conversation get lost in the chatter of our companions. Don't want to make any assumption, but their sheer interest is enough to give me some semblance of hope. Oh, please let this guy be the one. Eventually, our group reached the kitchen. Much like the rest of the house, a great deal of effort has been put in retaining the room classical appeal. The open hut at the end of the room in particular looked amazing, like the one I've only seen in fairy tales book and map. Props to the cleaning crew. Seriously, after hearing hundreds of their complaint about the soot and tar staining the brick and how much of a pain in the ass cleaning this be, they still managed to pull this off. May look reasonable at least.
The highlight of the room, however, is what's underneath this hatch here.
This hatch, if you can see this hatch in front of the window right there.
Oh, don't say anything yet! An underground wine cellar!
Yup, there's one underneath, literally the window shine over there. There's one hatch right there. Underground cellar, oh, what a nice design. This is the first time the guy in grey speak up. Mr. Luke Wolf, my memory surprised from the forms they signed earlier. His sudden attention catch me off guard. Since the start of the talk, only his father has shown any form of genuine interest in the place. But this time something lights up in his eyes. The mention of the undergrowth. What's so interesting about a basement? I really don't understand rich people sometimes. Right now, he just gives me the impression of a child who has seen what he absolutely wants for Christmas. I always find it cute whenever I see children act that way, my younger siblings especially. On a grown man, it's almost funny.
Yes, sir. It could house around 7,000 to 11,000 bottles of wine.
Truly? And the room? How was it built?
The bricks that were used to build the cellar had been carefully picked for the purpose of maintaining and preserving a constant temperature and humidity in the room. It's a good place to keep your private collection in if you have one, sir.
It keeps the corks in good condition.
Oh, love. Didn't you say before that you wanted to make your own personal vineyard? Perhaps you could start one here.
You know we're going to need space for that, darling.
And this isn't big enough.
If it's space you're worried about, sir, the Ermengarde Mansion sits on a 46-acre lot. There's plenty of room for it.
If I'm not mistaken, they require vineyard to produce wine right here. That's why they require basement in order to store their collection. If I'm not mistaken about rich people, their special collection of wine.
We were told that the original owners had a horse stable built here before, too.
Stable? There's completely the expression on Miss Wilfred. It doesn't say anything for you. It's for however similarly pleased with it. I smile to myself. I may not completely understand. Score. I came to tell Rose. After more than enough, we were able to cover almost every room in the ground floor. And I'm heading to the parlor. Finally, the first one we see is Sophie. So now I can't even bring myself to care, no matter how much my feet hurt me with possible cell. When we reached the parlor, however, an odd feeling washed over me. It started off as small goosebump on my skin, a feeling of being watched intently. Whisper in my ear and shadow dancing looking in the corner of my vision. Dark still holds a gun when I turn to look. A chill settles down my spine, making me feel sick, and I start to break out in a cold sweat. I can do this. I need to sit down for a moment. The old ladies in the group have been requesting for a break anyway. If I can just...
Excuse me? Everyone? We will be taking a 15-minute rest here before we visit the first floor. In the meantime, please help yourselves to the refreshments and snacks we prepared. If anyone has any questions, feel free to approach me. I'd be happy to help you.
I let them sit while I retreat to a quiet corner to recover. It's not what you think. Don't think about it. It's not what you think. I probably just caught back a cold. Don't think about it. I'm left alone for a good while, the same words spilling out of my lips in a silent prayer. Until a hand taps my shoulder.
Hello, you there?
Yes, ma'am?
Oh, look at you! Having to show a group around a mansion this big must be exhausting.
Not a problem, ma'am. I'm just doing my job.
What a hard worker! Anyway, Isabel, right?
Isabella, actually. But yes, what can I help you with, ma'am, right?
I even confused there. Isabella and Isabel between the names. Too complete obvious. Obviously so same right here.
Please, just Hana. Call me Hana.
Oh no.
I just wanted to ask, how soon are we able to move in?
My brain completely stopped. The sick feeling plaguing me is suddenly gone, replaced by utter bewilderment. Is this a joke? She looks at me expectantly as I struggle to come up with an answer.
Wait, ma'am, you see... But we haven't even negotiated a price yet, ma'am. We haven't even finished touring the rest of the mansion. A sale would be great and all, but...
It would be unfair for Ada, I think so. She stopped me from speaking any further and put a hand on my shoulder. For a moment with her tight smile, she looks as she has tasted a particularly sour lemon.
Oh, please, sweetie, don't insult me. Money is not a problem. And, just between you and me, this place is better off with us than with some old lady who'll probably just fill it up with cats.
I personally don't think there's anything wrong with having cats here, ma'am Hana. I'm sure there's more than enough space here if you want pets.
Perhaps I'm still not feeling well, but really what's wrong with cats? More importantly, what is she talking about moving in already?
Well, I'm more of a dog person. But you see, this is going to be a gift to my darling. It's going to be our anniversary soon.
Seems like they're both married. Otherwise, there won't be any anniversary after all.
And it would be so wonderful if you can secure its purchase for us. Why, I can even offer something extra if you help us out with the paperwork.
We actually have a process for this, ma'am. I don't really think that would be necessary.
I feel like Rose gonna be mad if she knew that Isabella took everything without splitting up the offer. I think
Or
so.
appropriate.
And just what are you two lovely ladies talking about here? Leaving me and our lovely interior designer to talk here by ourselves. What would the people think, darling?
Oh, it's just small talk, love. I was asking if she could help me with the paperwork.
I try not to wince when her nail digs into my shoulder. I can't help but send an imploring look at Miss McCullough, who only gives me an apologetic smile and a shrug.
Yeah, I can give you a fact sheet and a form to fill out.
She wastes no time taking the papers from my hand and shuffled through the bunch. Oh man, Rose is going to be angry. So angry at me for letting her to do that.
Wonderful.
What's the wrong right here?
And Marianne, I'd really love to talk to you about those changes. You took some notes earlier, yes?
I did, Mom. But I really hope that this time...
Excellent. Hopefully you can help us out too, Isabel.
Isabella.
Right. It's a lovely name, Isabel.
It's Isabella.
Yes, that's great. We'll be more than happy to put in a good word to your superiors too, and... What's this?
What's this? Don't tell me it's that letter again. A lot of confusion and disgust appeared on her face, turning to her husband. He immediately struck in reply.
That's, an interesting work of art. Not to my taste, though. I'm sorry.
Don't tell me it's the same thing. It's like last two
Darling.
season right there.
Buttercup,
Garbage.
art is a complete overstatement for this garbage. It looks like a cheap prop from a D-list horror film.
Don't tell me.
Shush, love. Let the girl do what she pleases with, what do they call this? Oh, forget about it. At the very least, it's not as dreadful as the one art exhibit I was forced to attend last month. You should have seen it, Marianne. Even you would have been appalled. But I'm sure you'll know what to do with our walls once we get started.
I highly doubt it is as bad as you say, Ma'am. Nevertheless, you can be assured that my team will only pick whatever suits your tastes. Nothing of this chain letter sort, of course. It has to always work with a palette.
I'm quite sure chain letters these days don't come in this.
It's my turn to be puzzled. What do they mean? Rose and I double check everything. Are the paper I hand not enough? I want to ask what I did wrong. I don't want to mess this up. But with the way ma'am and Hannah during the conversation, I'm afraid that exactly what will happen if I do to interrupt her.
That's good to hear. See, darling, isn't she an absolute delight to work with? I can't wait to see how this place will look when she's done with it.
Oh, you don't have to tell me that, Buttercup.
A smile is back on her face when she turns to me and hands me a strange piece of paper.
I would still put it away if I were you, though. Otherwise, people might get the wrong impression. Anyway, as I was saying...
I don't hear the rest of what she says after that. I can only stare down at the paper and the letter in my hands. The sight quicker in my grip and breathing grows labor. Dread quickly fills my mind.
Isabella? Isabella? Are you alright? You're looking pale.
Hell, I didn't even touch with Rose. No, nothing more than to say that no, I'm not alright. I want to leave this place because I remember everything as clear as day. Story update. This letter and those blood-soaked limbs in the attic. This means it's real.
The letter. I'm sorry, I didn't know.
Careless. I've been so careless. How do I even tell them that we are looking like I've gone mad? If I don't shoot the letter, how am I supposed to choose? Are you seriously kidding me? It's the first time I'm playing. Should I even tell them? If I don't tell them, I might even Moreover, I checked the story about how much total survival right here. Not really clear. Wait, if I did some mistake, I might even cause one person die. That means the story will end up one person die. must show the letter, otherwise I have no idea. Especially it's my first time. I feel I need to show the letter. Otherwise, Rose won't even trust me. I put it out before I couldn't think twice about what I'm going to say.
Rose, we need to get out of here.
Yeah.
This place is cursed.
This place is cursed. Rose casts a nervous glance at the paper in the room. Most are still with their papers, those curious enough to turn their head in our group direction have been given her trademark saleswoman smile. A tired expression is on her face when she pulls me aside.
Isabella, we've already had a conversation about this weeks ago. Those are just stories.
And I'm telling you that it's not. I saw something in there. It's not human at all. I thought it was just nothing, but isn't this letter proof enough?
She gently reached out to pluck the paper off my hand. Without even taking a glance at it, she folds back neatly.
Look, I'm really getting worried about you. I know you want to see this open house through, but your condition is more important.
Folding the letter back neatly is not pointless after all, because there are too much people in this area. It's pointless to force a spirit out. It's such a dumb idea.
Give me a few minutes to wrap things up here, and I'll drive you to the nearest hospital.
No! You don't understand! There isn't a condition, Rose. No concussion at all. I'm fine. But this place isn't, and you're being stubborn about it.
Before Rose could open her mouth for a retort, her hand lands on both of our shoulders, pulling the two of us distance closer.
Now, ladies, what seems to be the problem here?
Nothing, sir. I just had to clarify a few things with my colleague.
Well, it certainly seems
Tense.
intense.
Fits
A smile
the
fits the two of you better, in my opinion. Especially darling little Lily here.
Really? He gives my shoulder a gentle squeeze while an inscrutable smile spreads across his face.
It's Isabella, sir.
Of course. But my point still stands. And with two beautiful ladies here, I'm sure.
And I'm sure little Lily here would certainly appreciate it if you remove your pretty hands from her, darling.
Your wife is angry right now. Pressure on my shoulder. Lifts his wife's lip, while the scars on her face is like a splash of cold water on me. It is also impossible to miss this frown on Miss Cold's face. The realization that we might lose this because of my outburst instantly dawns on me. Rose will be beyond pissed off.
I think I need to step out for a while. I'll be back.
Bowing my head, I mutter a quickly apology and gather my stuff to make quickly exit. It doesn't matter if this place is haunted or not. Of course, Robert and Rose can be quite unforgiving of behavior like this. I'm almost at the door when she catch up to me.
Isabella, wait!
The apprehension must have been quite obvious on my face, because her expression instantly shifts to something gentle, eyes softer, a fond smile spring on her lips.
Hey, I'm not angry.
I know. I'm sorry I ruined this for you.
Come on, you didn't ruin anything. It's not like we haven't ran into any problems before. If we don't get a deal today, we can always try on a different day.
Yeah, try a different day instead of trying to risking a life in a haunted mansion like this.
And look,
She hesitated, completely trailing off. Before shifting her gaze down to her hands, a small gesture to stall. Her fingers are fiddling with a piece of folded paper. Is that stupid letter again? My hands stiffen when she gives it back, but I take it nervously, more as an automatic response than any desire to have it back. I throw it away if I can, but I have this nagging feeling that one way or another I'll find its way back to me regardless of what I do about it.
Rose, you have to let them know about...
I know you want us to get this sale so badly, and we've made a lot of plans on how to go about this. I mean, who wouldn't? This is the first time I've been assigned to a property like this. I've sold plenty of houses before, but nothing like what we have here. It's a beautiful house. I'd love to get one of my own if I ever win the lottery.
Have you ever heard curse leading in this house?
But
Just like a curse.
I think... Look, here's the thing, Isabella. If we are going to do this, work on something, I don't know, this big, I need you in top shape. And the way you are now...
My mind stops.
What? Wait. No, I can still work. I just need to get myself together.
That's what you said earlier. I let it go because I thought, hey, it's your own body and you should know more than anyone how you feel.
She literally got insane right now.
But after this, I really think you should take a break.
Yeah, take a break.
You're kicking me out?
No, I'm not. Look, all I'm asking is for you to take a seat somewhere I can see you, and let me handle this for now. You're clearly not yourself, and I honestly could use some time not worrying when you'll fall over or not.
If I finish this chapter, I have to consider buying the entire chapter. But I checked some the rating right there. They say when you buy the chapter, it won't even cross to other devices. It's such a pain in the ass. What a waste of money. I'm still considering whether I want to buy. But the story is really interesting. I really want to buy a whole chapter and try it out.
The day's not even over, and I'm already feeling the stress. Please, humor me just this once.
She claps her hand together in front of her, eyes pleading for understanding. And I do understand. To some extent, that doesn't mean I feel any less awful. Whether myself are lucky, unlucky, and turn this situation taken on, or for her, I don't really know.
I promise I'll give you a full report of what happens after. I'll even let you take the lead tomorrow.
Fine. Okay. I'll step aside for now.
You're upset.
A little, yeah, obviously.
If it's any consolation, I won't tell the boss about today. You know how he is.
Please don't. I don't want a repeat of the lecture I got during my first assignment.
Get lecture again because of an agent right here.
He called me a noob, and I don't even know what that means.
No, in other words, it's called stupid or either dumb. You really Talking and laughing like this, it's easy to forget enemies that happen. Did you think you learn to appreciate, I guess?
So, are we good?
I'm still not okay with it, but Ross has a point. It's better for me to step out of this one for now.
I won't be able to help you anyways if I keep getting distracted like this. Maybe I'll just take a walk outside or something while I wait for you to wrap things up.
Please, just stay put. I insist.
If Isabella left the house alone right here, I bet they are gonna be struggling inside the house for no reason.
I'm not an invalid, Rose.
You clearly have not seen how you looked earlier.
It's not that bad.
Color hasn't even returned to your cheeks yet. Just stay here, all right? Don't even think of going anywhere. Let me finish what I'm doing here, and then I'll take you back to Luxembourg myself to have that minor bump checked. At least wait for me to call someone who'll fetch you, okay?
She comes before I can voice one word of a complaint. Left with nothing else to do, I find myself drifting back to the foyer, previously lingering in the area. Simply enjoying the afternoon sunlight streaming through the stained glass windows. Other can be seen in the price, process and security decorating at the room. Round group of elderly gathered somewhere across from me, each offering a friendly banter about which one was small to buy. A little agreement here, and occasionally laughter and teasing there. I smile to myself. The conversation reminds me of what I've been missing these past few months. Rose is probably right. I do need a break. Maybe this afternoon hangs out with help. Speaking of, I should call Ash. Calling Ash? It's a few hours earlier from what I've told him, but he did ask for a call once I'm done. Besides, I don't have a ride back he offered, so I might as well take it. Or bribe him, not that if he will ever accept a later personal confession at all. Honestly, if there's something I find admiring in him, despite his tendency to annoy the hell out of me, is that whatever way works, a free ride is still a free ride. There's no offer but despite what she says, I know she will be busy for the rest of the afternoon, especially without me assisting. Calling her for a favor as small as this is the last thing I want to do right now. Prayer asking for a decent signal later, the call finally connects.
Shit! Sup, I'm Ash from Deluxe City. Baggers, watch out, can't beat me. Looking for trouble? Better not lie. I'm a cool dude, pretty fly for an Asian guy. Sup, I'm Ash from Deluxe City.
Shit, how loud is this thing even?
Can't beat me. Looking for trouble?
The hell is
Better
this?
not lie. I'm a cool dude,
Is he
pretty
listening
fly
rap
for
song
an
right
Asian
here?
guy.
Kidding me?
Sup, I'm Ash from Deluxe City.
Stop reading
Baggers,
please,
watch
and tell her
out,
this
can't
thing.
beat me. Looking for trouble? Better not lie. I'm a cool
Seriously?
dude, pretty fly for an Asian guy. Sup, I'm Ash from Deluxe City. Baggers, watch out, can't beat me. Looking for trouble?
He's facing
Better
away
not
from me,
lie.
fumbling
I'm a
with some
cool dude,
mission.
pretty fly for an Asian guy.
But I don't need to see
Sup,
his better
I'm
know
Ash
whose
from
back it
Deluxe
is.
City. Baggers, watch out, can't beat me.
That dumb
Looking for
fucker
trouble?
anyway.
Better not lie. I'm a
We are
cool
boarding going
dude,
to call
pretty
Amas
fly
towards
for an
him.
Asian guy.
Yeah, after what
Sup,
I
I'm Ash from Deluxe
Of all
City.
the times to-
Baggers, watch out, can't
Of all
beat
the
me.
time, eh?
Looking for trouble?
Ash was right
Better
here,
not
seriously?
Ashton Frey!
What happens next is something I surely regret later for having not recorded. He jumps loud and undignified yelp, followed by his phone slipping out from his grips. It bounced from one hand to the other in his poor attempt to catch it before ultimately falling flat on the floor without a resounding clack. I kind of feel sorry for the phone and the floor, but it's not every day you can catch someone like Ash off and get a reaction. Damn his stupid detective sense. After every ounce of it I can get a nowhere how small how. An awkward pause passed between us. A blink. He makes a face, and then in the bushy duck retrieve his abused gauge while a grin had threatened to break out from my lip. He doesn't meet my eye when he's straightened, but flush has crept up his neck and cheek. In another universe where we have known each other for 5 years and suffering through teasing, and even afraid this isn't that kind of war. The way things are, I'm really content to see him out of his obnoxious, calm and collected disposition.
Hello to you too, scaredy cat. I could stand to be greeted like a normal person, you know.
What? And miss that look on your face? No way! Oh man, I should have taken a picture.
I am so honored you find this funny. Is that how you treat your guests? I think I need to talk to your supervisor.
Talk to yourself. You aren't even a guest here. What are you doing here in the first place?
For me, it looks like a cat that swallowed a canary. Suddenly checking every nook and cranny in his phone for any damage or scratch seems to be more interesting activity than explaining himself.
Ash?
I could be looking to buy a house.
A mansion?
Yeah, why not? Did you see the view outside? It doesn't look haunted to me at all.
He's messing with me.
Ashton, I am not in the mood. What are you doing here?
He chanced a glimpse at some point behind me. The parlor? Curious, I followed his gaze before I could fidget out what has caused him. He places a hand on my shoulder and turns me back to face him.
I just finished working on something, so I dropped by.
I still don't see how his work and has anything to do with why he's here. At my confused look, he drops the hand resting on my arm. yes, touch something particularly hot and casually rubbed the back of his neck.
And I said I'll see if I can pick you up. Turns out I can. Free time and all.
Are you crushing on Isabella, Ash?
So here I am. Figured you'd still be busy, and so I roamed around for a while.
That rush looking off your face, seriously.
Oh, you should have mentioned that sooner. I was about to throw you out.
Yeah, throw him out.
Throw me? Hey, I was given a pamphlet. I think that makes me a legitimate client.
We have mandatory sign-in sheets for clients, Ash. I didn't see your name on it. And you can't just roam around because it says open house. Normal people actually follow an etiquette here.
Right, okay. I think I'll just go ahead and...
No, wait. I wasn't really going to throw you out. Rose said... Never mind. I was just about to leave anyway.
Wait, what? Now?
Something must have shown in my face because he paused and gave me a long, hard stare. Sometimes I forget how easy reading people is for Ash. Given how he often looks as if everything around him is a chore. Although his size hoping he will drop the subject and won't ask any more questions, the last thing I want is to tell him what happened, especially the part about the letter. In fact, he's the last person of I ever think about telling it to. If I can help it, sure he's dependable guy because who knows how many times he has helped me even without me asking for it. But stuff like ghosts and this supernatural, we never believe those even hears from a friend, except maybe it's Fishbacker. On a good day, the most harmless thing he'll do is to give you an explanation why those things have no chance of being real. At worst, he's insufferable he'll poke fun at you at every single chance you get. Asshole. What they ever do to him, he never does that to Becca and Zack. I can already imagine how things will go down when I speak a word of what I saw. Not over my dead body. Before he catches his attention, I shoved the letter deep into my bag.
What's wrong?
Nothing. Let's just go.
Doesn't look like a nothing to me.
We still have Zach's movie tonight, remember?
It's still early. And didn't you say your shift will end around 5 or 6? What about... Hey, Isabella, wait up!